Good afternoon, Alan Vandenberg here, another episode of EQ for You, episode number 21. Today's episode is called EQ and Your Emotions. EQ and Your Emotions. We're operating off of the idea that 75% of a person or team success is not their IQ. Back in February of 2020, launched a book called EQ Killed the Radio Star, How Emotional Intelligence Can Crush or Crash Your Organization. You can find that at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and alanvandenberg.com. Publisher said the best time to launch a book is during a pandemic, and that is absolutely not true. So, excited to announce today that I will be presenting EQ at the EMA Executive Assistant Online Summit on March the 3rd and 4th of 2021. If you're interested, I will put that link in the show notes there on YouTube. So speaking of YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think it's on your lower right-hand corner of the screen. You can see it. It's there. So please subscribe, and then you'll get these episodes. Put one out about every other week. So on to the episode number 21, Emotions and EQ. So the Oxford Dictionary defines emotional intelligence as this: the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. That's Oxford's definition of emotional intelligence. Where in our lives do we see emotions and actions? In toddlers, we see them maybe throwing a temper tantrum when we're at the store. When a parent says, "I'm not buying you that candy bar," the toddler throws themselves on the floor, kicking and screaming, saying, "I want the candy bar." We as parents, when that happens to us, we go, we don't even know who that kid is. But we see emotions on display when toddlers do not get their way. In the workplace, we sometimes see that same toddler emotion when coworkers don't get their way, don't get what they want. I cannot tell you how many times in my career that I've seen leaders emotionally throwing themselves on the floor, kicking and screaming because they didn't get what they wanted. I know of one leader that on their third day at the company went on a tirade about the color of the paint in the hallway of the offices. Seriously? Emotions in the workplace can get heated around many things. Such things as launching new software, moving to a new office, management decisions about layoffs or pay cuts, organizational restructures, a new job, changes in a process, changes in the break room, organizational realignment, and parking. Oh my goodness. You want to see some emotion? Talk about parking in the workplace. Try to make changes to that. It's a lot of fun. Emotions around some of these are certainly justified, but something like parking, it's all perspective. You realize in some bigger cities, employees have to drive, park, and then ride a tram into work. Yet some other employees are way too emotional about having to just walk an extra 5 parking spots. Again, parking is quite fun. We also see emotions when people get passionate. On the lighter side for me, it's when I'm watching my favorite football team. Go Tampa Bay Bucks. Especially when they make a great play, or especially when they make a bad play. Passionate emotion, just like anything else, overdone can become a weakness. In my book, EQ Killed the Radio Star, in the EQ Tools section, I discuss an EQ tool called rat brain. Loss of control of your emotions. Being so mad that you don't even remember how you acted or what you said, emotionally out of control. That's the definition of rat brain. EQ is about how we emotionally react when life events occur. We do have 100% control over ourself and our emotions. Emotions, when used effectively, can hype football players to win football games. It can bring energy to work teams, a work project team, or an organization. On the other hand, emotions used ineffectively can bring unnecessary disruption, negativity, and drama in the workplace. Have you ever worked around drama in the workplace? It's something else. Drama in the workplace physically and emotionally and mentally exhausts you when that happens. When I attended the Neuroscience Leadership Certification Program a few years ago, I decided to keep a list of emotions in my wallet. It looks like kind of this. I use this list when I'm coaching people. Oftentimes I'll ask a client, pick an emotion that aligns best with your future stated goals, like what you want. One client of mine created this statement that said, when my small business meets the identified goals, I feel peace. Isn't that amazing? You can just sense the energy in that. When under stress or when life happens, how do we manage our emotions? EQ is about understanding and managing your emotions so you can be more effective. Say that again. EQ is about understanding and managing your emotions so you can be more effective. So let's look at a couple, 2 or 3 things that we might want to consider doing. 1, take a personality test. Personality tests increase your self-awareness. Things like the DISC profile, strengths, a strengths finder, colors. There's all kinds of these tests that will help us increase our self-awareness and help us understand our emotions better. 2, find a friend or coworker that will give you feedback on how you react. Say, when you're in a meeting, how do you react? And if your reaction was effective or not. Good coworker or friend in this scenario is great at helping you increase your EQ skills. 3, take a mental break. We've all been using a lot of mental and emotional energy lately, for sure. Take a mental break. It will help us understand and help control our emotions better. So I'm excited and focused on what 2021 is going to bring. It's going to be a great year, and I'm excited for that. I'll leave you with this, parting shots, parting thoughts. Find what you do in life and do that to the best of your ability. Don't let anyone steal your joy and your happiness, and live life every day because nothing is guaranteed. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, look forward to staying engaged with you on social media, however that is, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Please reach out. Love to stay connected with you. Talk to you soon.